Hey y'all, it's Talk Time with Lay, and Lay is me. So I was having a conversation with this guy, and there was this girl that he was interested in, and I got a chance to talk to the girl, and she was a really nice girl. She just didn't seem like she had a lot of direction, which is not a bad thing, right? Because we gain direction, with time and as we figure out who we are and things like that. And so the guy had asked me my opinion, and I expressed that. I said, she's really cool. She seems like she has a lot of potential, um, just not a lot of direction right now or a lot of depth. And his reply was, I like that. And I didn't say anything. I just let him talk. And he's like, yeah, I like that because that means that I can mold her. I don't know if that was a good statement or a bad statement. But it did just give me insight on his mind. And I don't know if all males think this way, but it was interesting. And he continued on. One of the things about this particular female was she had been in a long-term relationship with her ex, and it wasn't the best, but yet she stayed like many of us do. um, and the guy that she was with was, you know I guess a serial cheater, and didn't treat her all that nice. I hate to use like catchphrases and, popular words, but, she said that he was a narcissist and all these different things, right? And of course, you know, your next question when describing someone like that someone was in a relationship with, you're gonna wonder, well, if this person was so horrible towards you, then why would you stay, right? And that was my question to her. And at some point, obviously, he had asked her the same thing. And her reply was, because he kept putting me in position to win, right? Now, typically, when a woman when a woman is this open with a man and he's asking her questions about past relationships, it's because he's trying to figure out what he can and cannot do, you know? Um, so 9 times out of 10, if you are explaining to a man that you were in a situation that wasn't very pleasant, and, you got lied to and you got cheated on and things like that, and you stayed, his value that he had for you in his mind is going to plummet. Now, that doesn't mean he's gonna stop talking to you. He's just gonna place you in a certain category depending on where he is in his life, right? And so I immediately, as me and this guy was having this conversation, I immediately saw where his mind went, right? Because he was interested in this woman. And in one sense, her being in this situation to where she was treated badly and, she stayed, on one aspect of it, it's like, oh man, she's kind of weak. But in the grand scheme of things, he was already somewhat dating this woman. So she was already staying at his house. She was already cooking for him. She was already cleaning for him. She was already at his beck and call, right? Um, so for him, even though those qualities of staying in a bad situation may be not great characteristics, it was something that he could use for his benefit. So instead of looking down upon her, which in one aspect he actually is, right? He's not going to use that right now, but he put that at the back of his mind that, she's capable of staying. She will go through hell and high water with me, and I can put her through hell and she's gonna stay, right? And depending on what that man does, I know this man personally. I know that he's not a horrible guy. He's gonna do some of the things that the ex did, but he's not gonna ever put his hands on her. He's probably never gonna raise his voice and yell at her. He's gonna be much better towards her than this other guy. So I know immediately his brain was like, "Oh, you, you're mine." And I don't know if this is a bad way for men to think or a good way, but I just feel like as women, we have to be mindful of the information that we share, because you don't know how the information that you're sharing, you don't know what situation it's putting you in, right? You can feel like you're being extremely vulnerable and transparent and open, but this person that you're looking at as a potential partner, the things about you that you actually need to grow from, he's not going to help you grow in those areas. He's going to use those areas to his benefit. He's going to use your weakness to his benefit because you're going to allow him to. So you already let him know what he can get away with. And he knows that all he has to do is throw you a little crumbs, because you'll stay in a situation as long as a man puts you in position to win. And so he'll put you in position to win because that doesn't affect his life in a bad way, because you're cooking, cleaning, for free, mind you, because as a wealthy man, a wealthy man can pay for all these things, right? But a smart man, if he can find a decent woman who will do it for free, and he only has to throw her breadcrumbs so that she will feel like she's being put in position to win and she's never going to walk away, and he knows that that's going to be his little caged exotic bird, he's going to be 100% fine with that. Now, I can't say I can't say whether I think this is bad or good. All I can say is life is a battlefield. Life is a battlefield, and you're either going to win or you're going to lose, or you're going to be a casualty of war. You have to educate yourself, and you have to be careful what you are sharing, because you have no idea the plans that a person has for you and how you fit into their picture. I have not yet ran across a situation as far as a relationship that is not transactional. I feel like we as people, we want to believe that relationships are not transactional, but they are. They are reciprocal. Someone is getting something from another person. It just depends. What's really important is what you're giving and what you're getting. Is it helping you elevate to become a better person? Is the other person becoming a better person? Because there has to be transaction. There has to be reciprocity. But is it healthy? Something to think about.